all signs. Welcome to your reading for July 4th to July 7th. Thank you for being patient while I'm kind of acclimating to my new surroundings during the summertime. If this reading resonates, consider a personal reading. Please timestamp if you can. I'm a little short on time. I'm going to try to get these out as best as I can. So we'll start off with Capricorn. Capricorn, for this long weekend, somebody or something has disappointed you. You were kind of counting on either making plans or commitment with somebody, and you had gone ahead and started planning. This person, I don't feel like they confirm they're the type of person. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but you had to go ahead and plan, so you decided to do so. And when it came down to it, it turns out that things fell through. They decided that they weren't going to do anything, so as a result, you have all this extra time. Instead of making other plans, you all are actually working. So all of a sudden, you decide to take on these responsibilities. Maybe you're overworking, maybe you're doing a lot of stuff that you meant to do. So instead of actually doing something social, which you wanted to do with this person, you guys are actually going to be taking on a lot more than you should be taking on to kind of fill up your space, which is kind of interesting to me for this week. Aquarius, you all are moving away from something and you're definitely not looking back. I feel like there was a lot of conflict going on. Either you were conflicted within and you just had to get away, you had to get out of that space, out of the perimeter, and move on to something so you could just kind of rethink things or whatever. So either the conflict was within or there was a conflict going around you. And you just had to get away from it all. I know a lot of you Aquariuses, you don't like to get, pulled from one side to the other. You try to kind of see all sides of everything. And I feel like there was just too much going on. People were asking you to be on sides. So you just decided, I'm out of it. I'm going to go here. I'm going to take a little vacation. I'm going to take a reprieve. And I'm not looking back. And I'm going to head to a better place. It might have been a group of friends or what have you that you needed to separate from while a type of rivalry was going on. Pisces, you all are actually coming out of some kind of conflict, so different from Aquarius. I feel like there was something going on and you're coming out and you're actually having either conflict with resolution with other people or with yourself. You're eliminating conflict or things that are conflictual in your life, and you're getting more grounded with the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles could be somebody that's coming into your life to help you kind of stabilize and become more grounded and become more stable, or you're just kind of working on that yourself, getting things kind of where they need to be around the house in regards to practical matters and things like that, because things were in a state of influx before. Okay, Aries, you all are, okay, for some of you, I'm just going to say right now, some of you are pregnant. Some of you are pregnant and you actually might not want it, or might not want to go through with it, or you might, I shouldn't really say that. You're kind of deciding between two options and you don't want to choose either one, is what I was getting, sadly enough. So I feel like for some of you are pregnant and you're, the two options you're deciding, you're considering the pros and cons and kind of figuring out, okay, well, if I do this, I would have to do this, and I don't want to do that. If I do this, I don't want to do that either. But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to decide eventually what you're going to do in regards to it. It's better to make the choice that's the path of least resistance, or the thing that's going to actually work out best for you. That's what I strongly got for you. So that's really is for a small percentage of you. For the rest of you, there might be some type of growth going on, some type of abundance going on, a growth spurt, what have you, and you're going to have to make a decision, the same thing, that there's consequences either way that you decide. But I kind of got the first thing first for you, Aries. Okay, Taurus, you all, this long weekend, you're in something and you're trying to get out of it. And it could be a relationship, it could be a situation. We do have the Devil card, which is the card of Capricorn, if that resonates. But you're agonizing over getting out of this. You don't necessarily know how to do it. There's a period of just waking up in the middle of the night. I know this isn't healthy. I know this isn't good for me. I know that I need to get out of this, but I don't necessarily know how to do so. You do end up getting out of it, though. And in doing so, you find out that you worked yourself up more than you really needed to. It wasn't quite as hard as you thought, and you kind of look back and go, wow, I did it. I can't believe that I worried so much about something when it ended up not being that much of a big deal. Gemini, you all are trying to work on getting to a good place. And this card for me in reverse is the kind of work smarter, don't work harder. You guys are working really hard and it doesn't seem to real progress isn't happening. Things aren't happening. You know that the situation, you want the situation to be better. You want to be happier. You want to be more content. You want to be fulfilled. But the old ways that you're going about it isn't necessarily going to get you there. So I feel like from the 4th to the 7th, you really need to kind of say to yourself, okay, what I've been doing before is not getting me to where I want to be, so I need to kind of revamp everything, do a total makeover, because I really want to be here. I want to be the happiest that I can be, and in order to achieve it, I'm going to have to change up on my ways or the plan or the strategy that I have at this current time. Cancers, you all are over here very happy, very content this week. It could be, family celebrations going on and you're really appreciating everything you have, all the cups that you have, all the blessings that you have around you. The World card along with it indicates to me that you guys pretty much have it all this week. You've reached the pinnacle of life. Everything's in your life that you've always wanted, and I really feel like you guys are going to be sitting around, just looking around, appreciating every single blessing that the universe has brought to you and how good life really is at this time. And all the lessons that you've learned for it. Some of you will be kind of reflecting on that, and like I said, being really grateful, really being appreciative for what you have in your life. Leos, Temperance card in reverse, so that's the card of Sagittarius. Things are in an influx right now. You're having a hard time getting balance, getting things aligned, finding a peaceful place, moderating your feelings. Your temper might be a little bit out of control. Your moods might be a little bit out of control. We have the Hangman here kind of telling you, don't kind of decide anything in the state that you're in right now. Take a period of suspension to enlighten yourself, to wait before you decide anything. Don't do anything impulsive based while you're in this state of influx. So it's saying wait, just hang out for a little while, get a little bit more information before you make a decision. July 4th to July 7th. Virgos, you have the card of Aquarius, which is a star card with the Temperance card in reverse. Okay, so a little bit similar to Leo. Some of you might be dealing with a Leo actually. So you're having a little bit of influx, or you were having a hard time with your feelings, your moods, this and that. It could be in regards to a Sagittarius for some of you, could be in regards to an Aquarius, but you guys are having renewed hope. You're feeling like you can come out of this. You're feeling like you can wash yourself from whatever troubles there were before. If you're associated with somebody, possibly reconciling with a soulmate or what have you, but you're having renewed faith. So you're actually coming out of the influx, I feel like, and feeling really good this week. Like, okay, I went through something bad, but I know that I can come back from this, and I have hope and faith, and I'm going to be ready for all the blessings the universe has available for me for this long weekend. Libra, we have the World card in reverse. So you guys are wrapping up something, getting closure on something, realizing you're at the end. You've gotten everything that you can out of a situation, out of a relationship, out of an experience, okay? And I think it's in dealing with this person here. So we have the Page of Wands here in reverse. This is somebody who it's hard to communicate to, hard to talk to. I almost feel like you guys have decided, okay, there's no reasoning with this person. I'm not going to be able to do anything in regards to this person, so I kind of need to move on. So I feel like you're wrapping it up, just kind of setting this person aside, saying I've gotten as far as I can. It's time for me to kind of move on to another chapter in my life. Okay, Scorpios, you guys have the Tower card in reverse with the Knight of Pentacles. So something cataclysmic has happened. Everything kind of fell apart. But out of it, you have a new perspective. It's totally changed your belief system. You're looking at the reason for why it had to happen, the way that it happened. And the Knight of Pentacles indicates to me that you guys are moving forward this weekend with a new strategy, with a plan, making sure that we're getting into is very low risk and moving forward. So I like to see that. And finally, Sagittarius, you all are kind of jumping into something. Be careful. It's when the Fool card shows up in the reverse, it's about being very impulsive. It's about doing something that's a risk, and you get into it and then you don't realize the downsides as a result of it. I almost feel like this Page of Swords here is telling you to kind of observe, get information, get your truth before you jump into something. Be very observant of sort of what's going on, and make sure you extract all the truth that you can before you jump into something. Otherwise, you're going to have regrets for this long weekend. So Thank you all. Again, if it resonates, consider a personal reading. Rates, info, and my email are on this page. Please send me an email. Like, share, subscribe. Adios from Veronica Garnett. Bye.